You know this exact moment. You wake up, step to the mirror, and the math just fails. Inside, you are vibrant, electric, full of life. But that reflection, she looks exhausted. She looks faded. She looks like a stranger, not like you. And here's the part no one says out loud. It's not vanity. It's the quiet heartbreak of feeling disconnected from the woman you still are on the inside. Pay close attention, because this truly matters. There is a forgotten remedy hiding in your pantry right now that softens deep lines, revives dull texture, and restores the radiance you lost. Forget the clinics. Forget the $200 jars. Forget the complex, exhausting rituals. You need to watch until the very end. I will reveal exactly why this works, how to apply it safely, and the critical mistakes mature women often make that ruin the results. Do not skip this part. Before we start, do one thing for your future self. Click subscribe so you never miss these science-backed, age-positive skincare lessons. Also, tell me below, where are you watching from, and what one skin change do you crave most right now? Keep it short. I read every single one. Let's return to why you are here. When we say anti-aging, we think needles, lasers, and luxury jars. Expensive and overwhelming. That is the lie. The most potent, skin-transforming elements are not in a medical spa. They are in your cupboards. Simple, overlooked, yet incredibly powerful when activated properly. Today, we reveal one specific ingredient, a common pantry staple with shocking regenerative potential when prepared the right way. Keep watching closely. The real secret is revealed next. 1. Why aging skin changes after 60, and why cinnamon deserves your attention. Cinnamon, or dalchini, is not merely an ingredient that sits passively in your kitchen. It commands a reputation far more powerful than most realize. Many of you have heard the persistent whispers that it can brighten the skin, soften deep lines, or even force your face to look more alive. But here is the brutal truth. Unless you master why it targets mature skin and how to deploy it safely, you will miss the transformative benefits entirely. So before we unlock the specific remedies later in this video, we must confront the biology behind aging skin, specifically for women over 60, and exactly why cinnamon has forced its way into that conversation. As a clinician, I witnessed the devastation of age firsthand. Post-menopause collagen levels do not just decline, they crash, and the skin surrenders its natural firmness, its inner glow, and its structural resilience. The protective outer layer thins drastically, blood circulation drags, and the face begins to appear far more fragile than it did just a decade ago. This is not simply about beauty fading, it is about physiology shifting gears. Research shows that in the first 5 years after menopause, women may lose around 30% of dermal collagen, explaining why women feel their faces have aged overnight. Let me introduce you to a perfect example of this reality. Margaret Liu, a 68-year-old retired math teacher from San Francisco, walked into my clinic last year. She was active, vibrant, marching 3 miles every morning. Yet her reflection told a harsher story. "It is as if my face is exhausted even when my spirit is not," she admitted. "My cheeks look sunken, the glow has vanished, and my makeup simply refuses to sit right anymore." Margaret refused to consider fillers or invasive procedures. She demanded gentle, natural tools that respected the gritty reality of older skin. Sluggish cell turnover, a lack of oil production, stubborn dryness, and increasingly visible pigmentation issues. This is exactly where cinnamon claims its place, not as a miracle cure, nor as a replacement for clinical treatments, but as a spice with potent bioactive properties. A study named Evaluation of Antioxidant Potential of Commercial Cinnamon by Moreno et al. 2022 discusses cinnamon's antioxidant potential in biological and vascular systems. While these studies are preliminary and largely laboratory-based, they clearly illuminate why cinnamon has remained a cornerstone in traditional beauty remedies across diverse cultures for centuries. Before I proceed, I need to hear from you. Briefly, tell me in the comments where you are watching from and which skin concern frustrates you the most right now. Dullness, fine lines, or sagging. Keep it short. I read every single one of them. Now grasp this key concept. Cinnamon is far more than just a flavoring spice. For older women, especially those past 60, its warming and antioxidant nature can trigger blood flow, actively brighten the complexion, and offer critical assistance to skin that is rapidly losing vitality. I will decode the science clearly in the next section, but for now, internalize this. Aging skin craves ingredients that ignite circulation, combat oxidative stress, and fuel collagen-related pathways. And cinnamon is one of the rare kitchen ingredients that conquers all three boxes. Stay with me to the next part. That is where we uncover the 4 major reasons cinnamon is the ultimate anti-aging ally for mature skin. 2. The 4 reasons cinnamon is discussed in anti-aging and what science really says. Cinnamon, that humble, omnipresent kitchen spice, is frequently praised as a beauty booster. However, while the reality is more complex than the viral claims, there is undeniable science here that demands your attention. Allow me to break it down with the honesty and depth that mature skin truly deserves. First, we must confront collagen. This is the structural scaffolding that keeps your face firm, lifted, and resilient. After 60, and specifically post-menopause, collagen levels do not just dip, they plummet far faster than most realize. This explains why fine lines seem to multiply overnight and why wrinkles suddenly carve themselves deeper. Cinnamon contains a compound called cinnamaldehyde, which scientists have studied for its potential to stimulate collagen-related pathways in lab settings. Let's be clear and gentle here. Cinnamon won't rebuild collagen the way medical treatments do, but early research suggests it may support the skin's natural environment in ways that encourage healthier repair and renewal. And for older women, especially those noticing rapid changes, every small helper matters. Before we continue, I want to hear from you. In one short sentence, tell me, what is the first wrinkle you noticed after 60 talos? And let me know where you're watching from. It helps me shape content for our global community. Now let's move to the second reason cinnamon is often discussed in anti-aging: antioxidants. Cinnamon is rich in polyphenols and flavonoids, natural compounds that help neutralize free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules created by UV light, pollution, stress, and even normal metabolism. They're one of the driving forces behind aging, pigmentation, texture changes, and that tired look older skin often carries. A pivotal study in EVID-based complement alternate med reported that cinnamon ranked among the highest antioxidant-rich spices tested. Antioxidants help slow that damage, and cinnamon offers a surprisingly high antioxidant load for something so small and inexpensive. While cinnamon won't replace a full antioxidant routine, it can be a gentle addition that supports your skin from the inside out. The third area where cinnamon becomes relevant is circulation. As we age, blood flow to the skin naturally decreases. That means fewer nutrients, less oxygen, slower repair, and a complexion that can look dull, flat, or uneven. Cinnamon has what we call a warming effect. It can gently stimulate superficial circulation, helping the skin look more awake and alive. This isn't dramatic, but even subtle increases in microcirculation can make the face appear rosier, less fatigued, and more vibrant. I've seen this especially in women over 65 who tell me, "My skin looks washed out." When circulation slows, glow disappears. Cinnamon can be one of several tools that help restore that quiet warmth to the complexion. Not as a miracle, but as a natural nudge that older skin often appreciates. The fourth reason cinnamon is worth discussing is its antimicrobial properties. Research has shown that cinnamon has activity against certain bacteria and fungi, which is why it's been used traditionally for centuries. As women age, the skin barrier becomes thinner and more fragile. That means irritation, breakouts, or texture changes can appear even in women who never struggled with skin issues before. Cinnamon, when used properly and in very small amounts, may support a cleaner, calmer skin environment. But here's the gentle truth we must honor. Older skin is also more sensitive, so any external use must be done with caution, diluted, patch-tested, and applied sparingly. Natural remedies can be helpful allies, but they should never overwhelm the skin. If cinnamon carries all these potent benefits, how do you actually deploy it safely, especially on mature, sensitive skin? Stay with me, because mastering how to use it is just as critical as understanding why. 3. How to use cinnamon safely and effectively for anti-aging, internal and external methods. Now that you understand the deeper science behind cinnamon and why it matters for women over 60, let's move into something even more practical: how to use it correctly. Because the truth is, the method matters. Older skin is wiser, more delicate, and more responsive to gentle routines than to aggressive ones. And when we pair cinnamon with the right habits, it can become a supportive ally in your anti-aging journey. Let's begin with internal use, because what you take into your body often shows up on your skin. One of the simplest ways to enjoy cinnamon is through cinnamon tea. Take half a teaspoon of cinnamon, simmer it gently in a cup of water, and drink it warm. Morning is a wonderful time to do this, especially on an empty stomach, because cinnamon naturally helps support blood sugar balance. Stable blood sugar reduces what we call glycation, the stiffening and breakdown of collagen fibers caused by sugar attaching to proteins. Glycation is a quiet but powerful driver of wrinkles, uneven texture, and skin that loses elasticity faster with age. There's a beautiful woman I've worked with, Helen Brooks, 74 years old from Burlington, Vermont. She told me she started her mornings with cinnamon tea not because she expected miracles, but because she wanted a ritual that made her feel grounded. 2 months later, she said, "Doctor, my skin feels calmer, and I haven't changed anything else." Cinnamon wasn't the only reason, but supporting her blood sugar, circulation, and antioxidants certainly played a role. Sometimes aging skin doesn't need force, it needs harmony. Beyond tea, there are easy ways to weave cinnamon into your daily meals. Sprinkle a small pinch into your morning coffee. Add a shake over yogurt or oatmeal. Blend it into your smoothie. These small, consistent touches help increase your antioxidant intake, and antioxidants, especially polyphenols, protect your skin from oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is what happens when free radicals attack your collagen, elastin, and skin lipids, accelerating aging. A 2020 study in antioxidants highlighted that cinnamon extracts show strong antioxidant capacity in biological systems. Before we continue, I'd love for you to share something with me. In one short sentence, tell me how you currently take cinnamon, tea, food, or not at all, and what country you're watching from. Your answers help shape future videos and tailor them to real routines women are using. Another internal method you can explore is a gentle golden mix made with warm water, cinnamon, honey, and lemon. Honey offers prebiotics for gut health, lemon provides vitamin C, and cinnamon delivers antioxidants and warmth. This mix isn't a magic potion, but it can be part of a morning ritual that supports your immune system and skin vitality from the inside out. The key always is consistency. Aging skin responds to rhythm, not excitement. Small habits repeated daily are more powerful than anything dramatic done once. Now let's shift to external use, where cinnamon must be approached with care. Older skin is thinner, more reactive, and more prone to irritation. So any cinnamon used on the skin must be extremely diluted and handled gently. One popular remedy is the honey cinnamon glow mask. Honey itself is naturally soothing and hydrating, full of enzymes that soften the skin. When you combine a teaspoon of honey with a very small pinch of cinnamon, I'm talking less than 1/8 of a teaspoon, you create a mask that provides warmth, brightness, and a subtle glow. Apply it to a clean face for about 10 minutes, then rinse with lukewarm water. Many women report that their skin feels smoother and looks refreshed afterward. This glow often comes from the gentle stimulation of circulation and the natural humectant properties of honey. Another method is cinnamon essential oil, but this must be used with utmost caution. Essential oils are concentrated, far stronger than powdered cinnamon, so just one drop mixed into a full teaspoon of a carrier oil, like almond, jojoba, or argan, is enough. This type of blend can promote mild surface warmth and improve microcirculation, giving the skin a subtle firmness and luminosity. Never apply essential oil directly to the skin. Always dilute heavily. We've talked about how to use cinnamon, but what about the mistakes? The sensitivities? The skin types that should avoid it completely? Those details matter even more for mature skin, and that's exactly what we're covering in the next section. 4. The hidden mistakes older women make with cinnamon, and who should avoid it entirely. We've talked about how to use cinnamon safely, but the truth is the mistakes matter even more. Cinnamon is powerful, and while it can support aging skin when used gently and correctly, it can also irritate or overwhelm mature skin if handled the wrong way. Let's walk through the sensitivities, the risks, and the groups of women who should be extra careful, or avoid cinnamon on the skin altogether. First, let's talk about skin sensitivity, because as we age, the skin's barrier naturally becomes thinner. That's not a flaw. it's biology. A 2021 review in Dermatology and Therapy explains that postmenopausal skin loses ceramides and natural oils, making it more reactive and more prone to irritation. For women over 60, especially those living in dry climates, even mild ingredients can suddenly feel too strong. I'm thinking now of Mrs. Evelyn Turner, a 69-year-old retired piano teacher from Manchester, England. She tried a cinnamon mask she found online, just a pinch mixed with honey, and within minutes felt intense heat and redness. She wasn't allergic, her skin barrier was simply too fragile. When the barrier is compromised, even gentle warming ingredients like cinnamon can feel like burning. She told me, "I thought something was wrong with me, but nothing was wrong at all. Her skin just needed kindness, not stimulation." Older skin is honest like that. So here's the first rule. If your skin is thin, sensitive, or easily flushed, cinnamon on the skin is not for you. Internal use may still be fine, but external application should be avoided. Now let's talk about the big mistakes people make. Mistake number 1, using too much cinnamon. Cinnamon is potent, especially the powdered form. Even a quarter teaspoon on the skin is far too much. And essential oil? 1 undiluted drop can cause a chemical burn. Cinnamon essential oil must be diluted at least 1 drop to 1 teaspoon of carrier oil, never stronger. Mistake number 2, applying cinnamon directly to the skin without mixing. This is the most common mistake. Cinnamon must always be diluted because it contains cinnamaldehyde, a compound that can trigger irritation in concentrated amounts. Mistake number 3, ignoring patch tests. Mature skin reacts unpredictably. Patch testing for 24 hours is essential, especially for women over 60. Mistake number 4, combining cinnamon with exfoliants or retinoids. This is a dangerous combination for older skin. Exfoliants thin the skin temporarily, and retinoids increase sensitivity. Adding a warming ingredient like cinnamon afterward can cause redness, stinging, or peeling. A good reminder comes from a study in contact dermatitis, which documented that cinnamaldehyde is one of the more frequent botanical compounds causing irritation reactions, even in younger adults. Older adults with naturally reduced barrier function are more vulnerable. Now let's talk about who should avoid cinnamon on the skin completely. Women with rosacea, women with eczema or psoriasis, women on prescription retinoids, women with very thin or easily bruised skin, women on blood-thinning medication. Topical warming may increase redness. Women living in very cold, dry climates where the skin barrier is already compromised. Anyone who gets red easily from spicy or warming products. If you see flushing, burning, or deep warmth lasting longer than a few minutes, that's your skin saying, "Please stop." You've now seen the full picture, what cinnamon can support, what it can't, and how to use it safely, especially when your skin has become wiser, thinner, and more delicate with age. You've learned the gentle truth behind its antioxidants, its warming effect on circulation, and the early research on collagen pathways. And just as importantly, you've seen the common mistakes older women make, the sensitivities to watch for, and the skin types that should avoid cinnamon entirely. What matters most is this. Aging skin isn't something you fight against, it's something you care for, partner with, and understand. Small, mindful habits, from a warm cup of cinnamon tea in the morning to avoiding irritants that overwhelm your barrier, make a much bigger difference than extreme treatments ever will. And if today's video gave you one moment of clarity, one new insight, or one step forward in your routine, then you're already on the right path. Before you go, tell me in the comments, in one short line, whether you prefer internal remedies, external remedies, or a mix of both, and which country you're watching from. I read every message, and it helps me shape the next lessons we share together on Senior Health Guard. And speaking of next steps, don't miss the upcoming video. We're diving into 5 gentle, dermatologist-approved alternatives to cinnamon that brighten the skin, support collagen, and calm inflammation without irritation. It's a must-watch for women over 60 who want results without risk. If you found value here today, please like this video, subscribe to Senior Health Guard, and share it with another woman who deserves to glow confidently at any age. Your skin tells a story, and you're the one who gets to write the next chapter.